Hi there, how are you? This is Mrs. LeMay. Time for another virtual art class. Today we are going to be making donuts, drawing donuts, because I still have donuts on the brain. We are going to use pencils, paper, and a coloring utensil as your choice. So I've got color pencils here. You could also use markers as well. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to flip this down here so you can see me. Also, one other thing, you're going to need something that's a circle, either a top or a compass or something to make circles to make it easier. All right, also within, sometimes when you have drawing 3 things or 4 things, artists tend to like for things to be in sets. So I'm going to do mine in 3s. But you guys can arrange them however you want. So if you want to have 4, you can have 4. If you want to have 5, you can have 5. It doesn't matter. Just so you still just have one, right? So I'm going to have one there. Then I'm going to have one over here, and I'm going to have it kind of coming off the edge of the paper. So the human brain is pretty cool in the fact that even though we don't see the actual donut coming off, but we know that the donut would come off if it was like real life, right? So not just in a drawing. All right, and then I'm going to bring another one right down here. So this is just the top of a container. I think it was a candy container at some point, but it makes really great circles. All right, then we're going to draw a circles in the middle. Now, friends, it's okay if they're not perfect, if it's not right smack in the middle. But I'm drawing lightly so I can go back over there and erase if I need to. Come on over here, and then down here. And I'm just lightly sketching it out. The lighter you draw, the easier it's going to be easier for it to erase. All right, so now because we still have our pencils, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add our glaze. And all it is just wavy lines towards the bottom. Okay, that's one. Over here, I'm just going to add some fun sprinkles that you can put on there. You can add whatever kind of decorations you want. Maybe you're a big fan of bacon and you want to have bacon on your donut. You totally can. I've seen that. So all kinds of things. All right, and then on the last one, I'm going to leave it blank for right now because we're going to do a checkerboard pattern on it. Okay, so I am using colored pencils today, but of course, as I said, you can use a crayon, you can use marker, colored pencil, any kind of coloring kind of thing. You can even use watercolor if you like. It's up to you. All right, so the first one I'm going to have is I'm going to make it be a chocolate donut. So I'm going to come in here with my brown. And I'm pushing down fairly heavy here, not too heavy. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to start coloring this around. I'm going to stay inside my lines. And I'm all going to go in one direction. When you're coloring in one direction, it makes it easier to keep it nice and neat and not a hot mess. So we don't want hot mess artwork. We want nice, clean, uniformed coloring so that when the viewer, the person who's looking at your artwork, can see, oh gosh, their creativity is so fun, or they are really skilled, and they're not gonna, you want only positive things said about your artwork. And also, friends, while you're creating, you should also be having fun too. So if you get out of the lines, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But it's also good for us to try to stay inside the lines and take your time. Just like this here. Now I'm working with a Prismacolor color pencil today because they're a little bit softer and easy to work with, but any color pencil will be fine. So I've got my chocolate part down. I'm gonna put a little sharpen on this one. Okay, and now I'm gonna come in with my red, because I'm gonna have a strawberry glaze on top. So I'm gonna come in here. And again, I'm gonna push down fairly heavy here. Okay, so then I have a strawberry glaze on top of my chocolate. Now I'm going to use a white pencil, and I'm going to come in here and just add some white areas here that where maybe the light would catch it and would create some shine to it. Because the strawberry glaze is obviously just made with strawberries and sugar and water. So there's our first one, okay? Now let's move on to our second one here that's off the page. This one right here. And we're going to go ahead and start by coloring in the different sprinkles. It's always best to start with your pattern. Let me move this around here. It's on the table. Like over here. Over here. So color in those different patterns and such. Let's see it with my pencil. Now I'm going to come in here with my pink, and I'm just going to again color in those different areas. I think I'm going to color those color too. Okay, so my donut itself is going to be yellow, which is really going to make those pinks and greens stand out more. Around here, coloring it in.
Look at this now.
So we've got Eleanor here. She's working on something else this morning. Okay, so that's your yellow one.
That's what it said.
And then I think we're gonna make the last one here. We are going to do a light tan color here, and then light orange, and then we're gonna add some crisscross grid effect onto our donuts. So I'm gonna come in here, I'm going to color this in. I bet an orange donut would taste pretty tasty. Now I'm coming in here pretty heavy with my pencil. Of course, you can come in softer if you like. Base done. Alright, so now I'm going to take my purple and maybe a blue here. Alright, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some squiggly lines down from on the excuse me, to go up and down, or vertical. So now I'm going to take my blue and I'm going to make another squirrely, but we're going to go on the horizontal. Okay. Oh, I kind of like that one. All right, now with our black colored pencil or black marker crayon, we're going to outline. We'll go completely around our donuts here. No, by outlining these things, they're just going to make them stand out better. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay, and we're going to do this one over here. We're also going to outline our sprinkles. Okay, there we go. Awesome. All right, so before we get into the outline, I'm going to come in here and try to erase some of my pencil marks, okay? Then we're going to go in here, I have the other this way, and we're going to write donuts somewhere. Now you can write donuts down here, you can write donuts coming up down here, whatever floats your boat. I think I'm going to write it right here, and I'm going to do them in block letters. So start with that, we're going to come around, curved line, then we're going to do another D in there, and then an O, then an N, then a U, a T, and then an S. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and outline them in black. I think I'm even going to color them in black. Now you guys can color them in any color you want. Whatever one, however you want, whatever makes it happy. And donut up here. Okay, and then friends, you're going to come in here and I'm going to use, I don't know, feeling like a light blue. And I'm just going to very lightly, not push down it hard at all, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to color in the space around my and the center of my donut. Okay, and then I'm going to come in here at the background. I'm going to start very lightly adding some color to it. I'm making it very loose. That way you guys can, it doesn't have to be tight at all. Add a little. Okay, so there we have it, friends. Some donuts. All right, thank you so much for checking this out. Drop your pictures, comments below. I'd love to see them. I hope you're staying safe, staying home, and all that stuff. I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you guys soon.